The Lumholtz tree kangaroo. Oh, incredible. That properly put the wind up me. Alrighty guys, welcome to the Wongabel State Forest. I'm gonna go for a bit of a night walk, see if I can see anything. 2.5 kilometre walk. So we'll see what we can see. There's already heaps of rustling going on. So hopefully there's some cool animals that I get to spot and get a bit of footage of. Heaps and heaps of rustling around, which is a bit spooky, but already I've got a bit of, oh, where was it? Oh yes. I think I've already got something very cool. Already got a bit of eye shine. Oh yeah, no, this is already sweet. Alrighty guys, I'll dim the light so I don't put it right in his face. But look at that. In like a hunting posture, sitting just off of the ground, waiting for someone to cruise past and he'll snap them up. So I don't know who this is. I don't know if someone, I'll try and Google it. I'll ask some people what they think. There we go. But wicked. We know it's a gecko, straight up. And he's not moving. He's waiting for anything to just come past here, his line of sight, and he'll just drop on it. And I saw that eye shine from a little distance away. Wicked. Wicked, wicked, wicked. I put my hand just a little bit, so that's about how big he is. Pretty decent sized animal, really. And very, very cool. Just hanging out, looking for some food right there. That light back on. Oh, that is sweet, guys. So already starting off pretty great. I'm not going to be able to do too much talking into the camera because the light just blinds the camera. You can't see too much. But otherwise, already off to a wicked start with someone cool. So I'll just keep wandering around looking for that eye shine, and yeah, hopefully spotting some cool stuff. Any type of owl or frogmouth in here would be wicked, bird-wise. And then yeah, basically, I am out here. I think I'm looking for reptiles. This is my first nocturnal recording, so getting it all sort of ironed out. What's going to work with you seeing the animals and then not blinding them in the process is going to be something I'm working on. But otherwise, oh shoot, there's a micro bat just come at me. Yeah, and that's what we're going to be working out and sort of maneuvering around, so we can see the animals, ID them, get a good look at them, but not impact them too much with the light in their eyes, because obviously they're not used to that kind of thing, and it's not nice either way, even if they are used to daytime and lights and that kind of thing. Cool. So as I'm going along, I'm going to do a bit of explaining for those of you who don't know, because oh, there's someone else cruising. Another possum. You see that? It's the same type of species, I reckon. Long tail, really sort of pointed face. So like bandicoot-like face, I reckon, with a really long tail. But I'm going to want to explain what I'm doing, because some people will know straight away what I'm looking for and what's standing out straight away for when you see a lot of different species is the eye shine, really. So I've got the head torch on just as normal, which means as I look around, I'm getting reflections back. So it's all just like, yeah, normal with the torch on. But when I wave it around and I'll hit some animal, their eye shine reflects back like reflectors on the road. That's what I'm looking out for. People will know that, and I'm explaining something that a lot of people will know already, but other people might not, if you're not into wildlife and nocturnal spotting and stuff like that. So I'm getting a little tiny flicker down here, and it's a spider. So what you got to do is, yeah, really sort of differentiate. There's another one over here. It's another big spider, or big earth spider. There you go. So it's just like little Christmas lights, little reflectors on the road sticking out. And you got to differentiate what you sort of filter out the real small ones and the ones that aren't going to be anything really cool. And then the gecko was bigger the possum. I initially thought that was a cane toad because it was sitting on the ground. Looked like it had big eyes and sort of the stance of a cane toad, but it wasn't, which is really good. Haven't seen many cane toads up here, which has been fantastic. But that's what I'm looking out for as I'm scanning around at the moment. All right, already we'll put it on wide beam so it's not heaps. Climbing that tree again. Another one of those possums. I don't know what it is. I'm saying possum. I'm going to call it a possum for now. But maybe it's got like a... Oh, maybe it... I don't know. I think isn't the black-footed tree rat the biggest rat? I don't know. Or it's just a really... Oh. Sorry, buddy. Endangered one. Anyway, it's got a really long like tail. It's got a sort of a ratish-like face, but it's climbing trees like a possum. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'll just call him some weird possum for now. So if you can see what I'm seeing, fantastic. I'll get out of your way, don't stress you too much. And otherwise I'll have to put some pictures up after ID from what I've seen. Put some pictures up, some better pictures I will anyway, of those guys. At least the gecko was pretty easy. Alrighty, so look at this big old brushy. Big fat brush tail possum. You alright, buddy? See? Look at that. Beautiful. Excellent. Hopefully you guys can see. I'll offset that light a bit so it's not beaming at these leaves. Hopefully you don't think these leaves are white underneath and green on top. It's not flashing the leaves so much that yeah, you can't, it's going to be blinding him. The light is offset, so it's not directly in his eyes at all. I'm just getting a nice bit of footage and then we'll move away. But that was a brush tail possum, so different to what we were seeing earlier. Up there, out on the path in front, a little bandicoot. You see it moving around? Oh, jumping off. I'm making little calls. I don't want to scare it. I didn't mean to scare it. You hear that? How cool. I've never heard them. I've never really interacted with bandicoots before. But to hear them calling like that is very, very cool. Look at that excellent view of whatever that creature is. Maybe it is a type of rat, like a forest rat or something. No way you're going to come right past me. Oh, just that light. There you go. Second, guys. Make it so it's dimmer light. There you go. That's better. Wow. Well, whatever they are, there's heaps here, and they are pretty cool. I got no idea what I'm looking at. Just went through about a 5-minute spell of not seeing any, and now I've had one really close to me. I had one further off in the bushes, and I got another one right here. Oh, I think that one's got something in its mouth. Actually, it has. It's got a mouthful of something like a fig. You're right, I'll leave you to it. Cool, so I don't know, if we're playing Blue's Clues, we've got what I assumed was a possum at first. Now I'm starting to think it's a rat. To people who know what they're talking about with mammals, all my speculation is probably ridiculous. And when I get more knowledge about the subject, I'll probably think I was being ridiculous, but I started out possum-like. I don't know the range of the black-footed tree rat. I don't think they're black-footed tree rats. With the very, very short knowledge base and small knowledge base I do have on mammals and nocturnal mammals, even less, they do look like having the same basic body layout as like a black-footed tree rat or something like that. Look at that. I get so excited. I don't want to scare them with my voice. But I reckon we got some pretty good footage of that guy cruising around. And I know they're bandicoots. I am 100% they're bandicoots. I'll find out what species, because I reckon there are a couple up here. I reckon I can, with what I've got, work out what species of bandicoot they are. Look at this fungus. Whoa. But those rat possums, I definitely need to try and figure out what they are. I just thought I'd test if they were glow-in-the-dark fungi, but they're not. Oh, I can't even see what's up there. But I thought this was an awesome little clip because you can hear something munching and crunching away up there. I think I got it. No. Can't see it, but someone... Oh, there they are. Right there. And that's another one with a mouthful of something. I could hear before I saw anything, munching and crunching away. And I'm starting to see a lot of bandicoots around here. Oh, you can hear him chatting. Look at that. This has turned out to be such a fruitful nocturnal walk. Oh, there's another rat possum. Oh, this is crazy. Like, I didn't expect to see any reptiles because we are still on the cusp, sort of just exiting the dry season. It is, I don't want to say pretty cold, but it's cold for reptiles. I think it was 22 or something when I left. Oh, I can't get over it. Here I was expecting to see, like when I first heard and saw, and I was stoked. There's another one. How insane. They're everywhere. I can't even count, in excess of 10, easily. And probably a very similar, if not a slightly lower amount of bandicoots. So this has been wicked. This has been wicked. Although it hasn't been incredibly diverse, it has been incredibly abundant. I've seen, what, 3 species, or 4 species. I saw that big brush tail. Yeah, there's just an incredible abundance, really. And I'm sure if you came when it's a bit warmer during the wet season, there'd be a heap of pythons cruising around, I reckon. There's all these vines going everywhere, and they're just sort of running and jumping between all of them. It's crazy to just watch them go up trees, across, and all that kind of stuff. He's just sitting up there at the moment. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Just as a point of interest, I reckon I found what they were chewing on. That's sort of the sound I was hearing. So they're like a really hard shell on the outside, and then they must have like something going on the inside, maybe like an almond macadamia kind of situation, any hard nut or seed, and there's a seed or a kernel inside, which again with our little far out orange-footed scrubfowl that was. That properly put the wind up me. That got me. That's because a bird the size of a chicken just lost it and crashed through the bushes. But otherwise, on our Blues Clues saga, as I was saying, that sound is what was, if the animal was breaking into these, I think that is more a rat in rat-like teeth to break into that. I'm really confident it is a type of rodent. So we'll see how I go. Look at that, the perfect sign to finish the walk, 400 meters to the car park, and I've just seen rainforest sleuths, and it talks about looking for signs of these elusive creatures. There's the seed that I found with a nut, and yeah, carved out by this creature, which is the white-tailed rat. There you go. Oh, prey on candle nuts. So that's what that must be, I reckon, leaving holes in the round seed casings. Would you look at that? I need to put the torch on my face for this. Solved the mystery. White tree rats. Was it? White-tailed rats. There you go. And the candle nuts and everything. White-tailed rats are thick. in the Wongabel State Forest. 400 metres to the car park, as I said, so this is the wind up of the journey. Hopefully you guys saw some cool stuff with the footage. Hopefully you learnt some stuff as well, and hopefully it was entertaining to hear my excited ramblings and all that kind of stuff. And I'm still rambling here as we go, but otherwise, cheers for joining us, guys. Appreciate it if you've watched this far, and you've yeah, and you've enjoyed hopefully as well. Thanks for sticking by, and yeah, until we see each other again, or until you watch another one. Oh god, and look at that, to end the night, a tree kangaroo. Oh wow, the whole reason I come here. So the whole day tomorrow I don't need to do anything. The Lumholtz tree kangaroo. Oh, incredible. And right next to the road. Well, sort of, there's a bit of vegetation. You hear how close there you go. You hear how close the traffic is. Oh, incredible. Look at it shaking around. Hopefully you got to see a bit of that. Oh, I'm getting a pretty decent view. Hopefully you guys can see as well as she or he jumps and runs up. How agile to get straight up into the trees. What a night. Anyway, perfect end to it. I've already done my little wrap up, so that was just a little added extra. So cheers, guys. Beautiful end, and we'll start tomorrow, and we'll look for some during the day and a bit of everything else.